This video is going to be short and sweet. What it will consist of is basically just 10 essential items that I need for backpacking. And they might be something that you have not thought about, and it may lead to a more comfier, confident backpack trip. So this is my list. Extra food. Sounds a bit interesting, but we need extra food. I'll always pack another 10 or so muesli bars, even though I'm only going for a short overnight stay. It's just good to have some extra food there for whether you get a bit cold or you're not getting picked up for a couple more hours or something happens, you get lost.
Yeah, I've got enough snacks.
Just some basic food to keep you alive.
No water, but...
Extra clothing is another good one. Yes, the forecast might be sweet for the next couple of days, but strange things have happened, and sometimes just being in the mountains, the overnight temperatures can drop quite a bit. And say you were wet earlier in the day, now that night's fell and the temperatures have dropped, it could be close to midnight and you will really start feeling the cold. So ideally being able to change your clothing to something either more suitable or at least drier is going to help your comfort out on the hill. Another thing I will take is the space blanket and or some garbage bags. Both these just help with being able to either separate or store unwanted or unneeded items. And the space blanket's without doubt just that last resort of I cannot get warm, I need to warm up. A survival means. So it's always in my backpack as well. Some form of first aid needs to be in the backpack for some peace of mind. Everyone's needs a little bit different, but there's medications, this might be for cuts and bruises, like cuts and abrasions. This could be for skin infections, this could be pain related, or it could be medication for everyone's needs. So we've got to have a little stash of a first aid kit. Sunscreen, we need some sun protection out there as well, and ideally, typically we're hunting in winter, but this can change at times and the sun can have quite a bite in it these days, particularly in high altitude. So I always like to take a little bit of sunscreen, a nice floppy hat, a sun protector hat, adventure hat, and I will have some sunglasses in the pack somewhere. Another item I always throw in my backpack is definitely a map, along with a compass. Plus I've got a GPS in there, and we'll use our phone predominantly. This just really eliminates being up shit creek without the paddle. We'll have some idea of where we are or where we've got to go. The other thing that's always in my backpack is some form of knife and or multi-tool. I find this really helps in just being able to attack random things that pop up that may need tightening or cutting off or gouging out, etc.
I'm right with that.
What I like to have in the backpack is some form of fire lighter, fire starting mechanism. So we have waterproof matches, normal matches, and there'll always be a lighter close by. And within our pack, if we did need to get a fire going, there's enough stuff to help that, particularly in damp conditions. We might have that TP, which we can use a bit of, or some wrappers we could burn, or an old pair of socks, whatever. Another item that's always in my backpack is a head torch. I might only be going out for a day hunt, but I never know what's going to happen, particularly in that last light, fading light. We might shoot one then, if we haven't all day, and then next minute it's dark, and depending on time of month, Have we got any moonlight? Is the moon not coming up till later? Is there cloud cover? Shit, I'm lost. So some form of a head torch plus some form of other light, torch, is very, very useful to have in the backpack. And another item that I'll put in the backpack at all times is a water filter. I might walk out for the day and have 3 litres on me. Whatever happens, I might use all that water and then I want more. With Parks Victoria and their employed colours, the waterways out in the Victorian Park I do not trust. So we've recently gone and got some water filters and we will only drink water out of stream through the filter. It's just not worth it. So I hope that little gear list has given you some food for thought, just about being more confident and comfortable out on the hill, whether it is a 1-day hunt or a 2-day hunt. These little checklists or 10 essentials will still run true. So till next time, keep it real out there, you mad rooters.
Cracking morning. Good night's sleep on the X-bed too, mind you. What I just saw then was what I've been hoping to see. It's the 1st of May and they're still rutting, clearly. This would be like the 21-day cycle, the ones that didn't get picked up. So that's why there's probably smaller bulls trying to get their end in. I'm not saying there's bigger stags here, but I shot my 12 just up the gully here on this side of the river, and those 2 bulls there, one's pretty sweet, but it's definitely not what I'm after, you know. A couple more years I'd chase after him, and there's good potential to bush stalk over there, but from here you can't look into that bush, so it's not anyone's guess where they've gone. There's a bit of a bench there, but those stags will push them around and the girls will sit down soon and you just can't see into the bush is what I'm getting at. There's like 5% of patches that you can see in the bush. That's typically where a tree's fallen down. I'll give you a look in a minute, but 2 big bull tar on the same face but way up higher last night, and to see that young stag come out and look pretty nervous, I thought there had to be one behind it. I'm just smashing the coffees. Well, it's only the first coffee, the second cup. Keep that little fly out of it. Oh, content now. Check out this bush. Couple of patches. But not much. Bit of luck they pop out over here on that slit. See what happens. show's just about over. I fucking appreciate that one, guys. Thanks to the 9 point. All the best, home dog. See ya, mate. Let's go hunting.